The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV Africa. Mischief makers spread false news of Senator Okorocha'S death. Nigerian oil marketers seek court protection against Dangote refinery monopoly. FCT police nabbed suspects in one-chance robbery. The outrage as Nigerian power distribution companies raise meter prices by 28%. Ogun State mounts special advisor on housing, Tajuddin Egunjobi. Zamfara governor suspends non-statutory salary deduction for civil servants. Ondo police ready for November 16 gubernatorial elections. NNPC dismisses claim of adulterated fuel. Now the news in details. Social media was abuzz on Wednesday evening, November 6, 2024, with first rumor claiming that former Imo State Governor and the Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Okorocha, had passed away in a London hospital. The unfounded reports quickly spread, but were soon debunked as Okorocha was seen at his Unity House office in Garki, Abuja around the same time the rumor began circulating. Senator Okorocha recently returned from Owerri, Imo State, where he attended the funeral of elder statesman Emmanuel Uwayan on November 1, 2024, with his beloved wife. During his visit, he also hosted the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, along with other members at his Peabody residence in Owerri. The baseless rumor has sparked widespread criticism online, with many condemning the motive behind spreading such harmful lies. I would like to say that it's time such people be held accountable so that things like this do not persist. This has become too much. Moving on, three major oil marketers companies, AYM Shaffer Limited, AA Rano Limited, and Matrix Petroleum Service Limited have urged the Federal High Court in Abuja to prevent Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical FZE from creating a monopoly in Nigerian's economic sector. Their repel comes as Dangote Refinery filed a suit to invalidate import license for refined petroleum, arguing its capacity can meet the nation's fuel need. The marketers, citing concern over consumer prices and market competition, claimed that relying solely on Dangote refinery could lead to higher costs and reduced options for Nigerians' consumers. They also warned that a monopoly could expose the country to risk if production is disrupted due to insufficient fuel reserves. Justice Inyang Oko adjourned the case until January 20, 2025 for potential out-of-court negotiations. Dangote Group has signed openness to withdraw the lawsuit if terms are met. Meanwhile, police in Federal Capital Territory (FCT) has arrested three suspects posing as officers from the Police and Department of the State Services (DSSS) linked to a notorious one-chance robbery ring. The gang, which preyed on unsuspected passengers, reportedly targeted victims like Jeremiah David and Amaka Humina, forcing them to withdraw funds and hand over valuables. Police Commissioner Olatunje Disu confirmed the suspects' capture, revealing that 6 vehicles and a local-made pistol were seized in the operation, dismantling a network responsible for multiple robberies across Abuja. Nigerian Power Distribution Company has sparked consumers' anger with a second price increase for prepaid electricity meter in 4 months, raising the cost by 28% amid ongoing economic hardship. The price of a single-phase meter has jumped from approximately 117,000 to 149,800, depending on the provider, with the charges effective from November 5, 2024. The reversed pricing announced on social media channels came as part of new regulatory adjustment from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) amid all the regulatory meter pricing and boosted competition among meter asset provider (MAPs). These policy shifts allow MAPs to set meter prices through competitive bidding, ending NERC's previous subsidized fixed-rate system. With pricing now varying across region, Ecodisco lists single-phase meter between 135,987 and 161,035 naira, while Ibadan Disco pricing ranged from 130,998 to 142,548. Abuja Disco offers single-phase meter from 123,130 naira 53 kobo to 147 naira 812.5 kobo. Three-phase meters are priced higher depending on vendor and meter type. In April, MAPS suspends meter sales, citing that NERC's fixed rate did not cover production costs. After feudal negotiations, an upward price adjustment was approved in May. Yet, consumers remain frustrated. Prince Will Okorie, Executive Director of Electricity Consumer Protection and Advocacy Center, condemned the latest hike, questioning the use of the 59 billion previously allocated to DISCO under the National Mass Metering Program. Okorie criticized DISCO for burdening consumers with meter costs and loan repayment tied to the program, accusing them of funds mismanagement and overcharging. He also called for accountability, noting price disparity compared to other nations, and requesting why the exchange rate impacts DISCO repayment obligation on program loans. The increase have left consumers demanding greater transparency and accountability from DISCO as they struggle to afford electricity and rising life costs. In another development, Ogun State has plunged into mourning following the death of Honorable Tajuddin Egunjobi, the special advisor on housing to Governor Dakpo Abiodun. Egunjobi, who passed away on Tuesday after a brief illness, was deeply cherished for his unwavering commitment and notable contribution to the state. Governor Abiodun, who personally visited Ogunjobi's family to express his condolences, describes the loss as a rude shock and a significant setback for his administration. He was a hard-working, conscientious, and reliable special advisor to the government. His dedication was unmatched. The governor said honoring Ogunjobi as a humble and diligent team member whose influence extended across Ogun State's housing sector. As an architect and former member of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Ogunjobi's expertise played a vital role in the administration's housing achievement. State Commissioner for Housing, Honorable Jagunmolu Jamiu Omoni, paid tribute to his colleague, highlighting Ogunjobi's steadfast loyalty and hard work in advancing the state housing program. The families of the late advisor, represented by Noah Tajuddin, expressed gratitude for the governor's support and conveyed wishes for Governor Abiodun's continued success in his leadership journey. Egunjobi's legacy in the Ogun State housing sector will be remembered for years to come. Moving on, in a decisive move to address long-standing concern among state employees, Zamfara State Governor Daud Lawal has ordered the suspension of all non-statutory deductions from civil servant salaries. The directive followed complaints from workers about unauthorized deduction affecting their monthly pay. Governor Lawal instructed the State Commissioner of Finance to immediately cease deduction imposed by cooperative societies and commodity vendors. Only statutory deduction, including payee, union dues, NHF, ZAMCHIMA, water rate, FMB, rent to own, FMB, homes renovation, and housing co-op loans are permitted to continue. A statement from Governor spokesperson Suleiman Bala Idris underscores that this reform is aimed at eliminating illegal charges, often labeled as cooperative and loan repayment, which have weighed on the state payroll system. Governor Lawal reaffirms his commitment to enhancing the welfare of Zamfara's civil servants, stressing the administration's focus on fostering a motivation and effective workforce. Furthermore, Ogun State Police Commissioner Abayomi Oladipopo has reaffirmed the police's readiness for the upcoming gubernatorial election on November 16. Speaking at a two-day training session for officers, Oladipopo highlighted that the initiative, led by Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetukun, aims to uphold professionalism and efficiency during the election. The training, conducted from Tuesday to Wednesday, focused on educating officers on their role under the 2022 Electoral Act, particularly regarding human rights and everyday policing duties. This training is crucial as we prepare for the upcoming off-cycle election in Ondo State. Officers are here to understand their responsibility, and there will be no excuses for any lapses. We are committed to a free, fair, and secured election process, Ola Dikmokbo stated. Johnson Atagihe, representing GTA consulting firm, the company conducting the training, added that the program aims to address security challenges and ensure a peaceful election environment. He noted the police commitment to fostering fairness and safety for all voters and stakeholders on election day. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited has refuted claims of importing adulterated premium motor spirit (PMS) following protests at its headquarters. Chief Corporate Communication Officer Olufemi Soniye addressed the allegations on Tuesday, urging critics to present concrete proof of any substandard fuel importation by NNPC. Soniye stated, "The NNPC Limited does not import adulterated fuel. If anyone has evidence, they should provide samples." The protest, led by civil society group, demands the resignation of NNPC's Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari due to recent fuel price hike. Clarifying NNPC's stance, Soniye noted that Kyari is not responsible for price change, highlighting that he maintains the price at 620 per litre for over a year despite a much higher landing cost. He added that recent hike from 855 in September to 1,050 naira in Abuja reflects the cost realities and NNPC's commitment to Nigerian energy security under President Tinubu's administration. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The papyrus, put it on my table.